download the other day, and I pulled these cards, and it is definitely a message for my soul family, for those of you who feel like you're the chosen ones, and those of you who really resonate with the message that you are this big superstar that's about to get your goal. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Alicia. I am your sweet spiritual guide here to help you manifest your #dream life. I had the most massive download when I was pulling cards. I did a short version on my TikTok, which you can watch right here. But I wanted to do the expanded version of what these cards really meant so that you can actually take this knowledge and use it during this new moon in Pisces to really set yourself up for success in 2023. I promise it's a really good message. Let's do this. This message is so deep. It took me over 2 hours to write everything down, but we're going to go over the details of it here in this video. And I'm even going to pull some extra cards at the end to get some extra clarity and extra action steps that you can take in order to manifest this superstardom, the love of your life, all of that wealth and success that you deserve and desire. For this beautiful new moon in Pisces, I asked the cards and spirit, what is the overall message for this new moon in Pisces? And the first card that I got was the 9 of Wands. Now, I know what you're thinking. The 9 of Wands might be a bad thing, but it's actually really good. And here's what it means. For the love of all that is holy, please do not give up because you are so close to achieving your goal. The other thing that this card is really asking you to do is to, number one, protect your boundaries, which means you need to go around, think about this like olden days. I'm in the middle of watching all of these Viking shows. So if you think about it, right, like when you are protecting your land, when you're protecting your town, you have these walls, but you need to fortify your city's walls. So what extra things do you need to put in place in order to make sure that you're going to be able to see the red flags when they come, and you're going to be able to spot your enemy miles away and know for certain that they are not going to be able to penetrate or break through the defense walls that you have and kind of like muck up your energy, right? The other thing that the 9 of Wands is also asking you to do is to stand courageously in your raw, authentic truth. So that's right. When you are the chosen one, when you are a superstar, when you have that destiny of having to put yourself out there and pave a new path for people to walk, you are required to stand up and make your stance known, even if it is highly contradictory. The contradictory part of it is actually what's going to garner you more fame and success. When it's a controversial topic, it means that more people are going to talk about you. Don't focus on the haters. The haters are actually boosting you up in the algorithms and getting your talents and gifts noticed, which yes, we want all the eyeballs on your things because you're destined to be famous and have this cult following, right? But they cannot find you if you're not true to who you are and you're not shining that out and speaking that truth and showing the F up as your true authentic self. Does that make sense? The other thing that the 9 of Wands is really, really asking you to master is the ability to say no. No is a complete sentence. No is an actual sacred act when you are saying no in order to preserve yourself, in order to make sure that you are being able to give your best, Because when we say no, when we actually mean no, it prevents us from leaking out our power to people. A lot of the times when someone asks us to do something and we don't really want to do it, but they're our friends or our family, and then we end up saying yes, even though we didn't want to do it, we didn't have the time, the energy, the wherewithal, we start to leak our power. We start to then build resentment because that person maybe didn't appreciate it. Maybe then you started to feel guilty about the things that you wanted to do and then you didn't do because you spent time doing something for someone else. And all of that starts to create this energy within you that then therefore starts to fight against what it is that you are really wanting to go after. It basically just builds up a lot of unnecessary drama that, let's be honest, you don't really need to deal with. So say no, because when you say no, when you mean no, you're actually showing people that when you say yes, you are 100% present, you are 100% there, and you can give 100% of yourself to them. For those of your friends and family and clients and customers who value what you bring to the table when you're at your best, they will 100% respect you when you enforce your boundaries by saying. The second card for the overall for today is, or for this new moon in Pisces, is death. You're going through a massive death and rebirth. That's why it's been so fast and so much like flurries and like everything's all tumbling all over the place. You are ready to step into your best self on your best timeline. This death card is telling you that you are going through a significant, I'm talking a significant transformation, all right? Significant transformation. So it is required for you right now to leave, please focus, leave the past behind, all right? Leave the past behind. Leave it in the past where it is supposed to be and really start this new journey where you are more elevated, you are powerful, you are wise, you are intelligent, you are gifted, you have what it takes to succeed, like where everything works out in your favor, where you are the luckiest person on this planet. You need to step into your identity of the superstar. I mean, because you are one. Most importantly, with this death card, the death card is really, really asking you to release your fear of change because your future is so brilliantly bright. You have so many gifts and blessings and miracles that the universe wants to shower on you, but you can't get them if you are continually in this constant state of fight or flight and in fear mode. The way to actually get those blessings and miracles is to accept what happened in the past, fortify those boundaries so you feel safe enough to go fearlessly after what it is that your heart most desires. Finally, this third card for this new moon in Pisces is the Magician. And I was shaking when this card came out because this really means that you have all of the power. Remember how I was just talking about with the Toth card that you are the chosen one, you are the superstar, and you have to embody that identity? You have so much more power in your fingertips than you are giving yourself credit for. Please start to remember and remind yourself that you are magical. You have gifts that no one else can give. You have a unique voice and truth and message that the world needs to hear from you, the way that you communicate it. And you have everything that it takes in order to make your dreams a reality. One of the biggest things that this Magician card wants you to know is the fact that you really, really, really need to harness your beliefs, to really master your mindset, and to really reflect on what it is that you believe about yourself, your own worth, and how the world actually operates. You're so much more powerful than you're giving yourself credit for, and you actually have so much more control over your circumstances than you're also giving yourself credit for. One of the main messages, and even this other message that's coming through right now, is just that don't sell yourself short. you are scrappy, you are gritty. It's like they're giving me like Hamilton vibes. It's like Lin-Manuel Miranda, not gonna waste my shot, right? Like you are in this mode where no matter where you came from, no matter what hardships you have gone through, they have all been given to you because you can handle it and because you needed to really understand and integrate and embody some lifelong lessons that will help you keep your star on the rise instead of it like, getting that one viral video or getting that big deal and then not knowing how to keep that fame and that train going. Like you don't want to have like a really quick rise and then a really quick fall. You want to build longevity in your career. You want to create generational wealth. And so a lot of the things that you've been going through has been to help you harness how to ground yourself, how to protect what it is that you have been creating, how to create more of what it is that you desire so it becomes more efficient. Efficiency has been a big theme that has been coming up a lot. So again, look or reassess the systems in which you do things and see what things are no longer working for you anymore. See what tools that you're using or things that you've been spending your time on that just are not getting you to where you want to go. Stop doing them. The next question that I asked the cards was, what are you not seeing? So again, a lot of the times when we are in it, sometimes we can't see the forest from the trees. So I always love to ask that question. What are you not seeing? And we got the Five of Swords and the Devil. Okay, but it's not like in a bad way, like someone's trying to attack you, okay? Like, let me explain this. With the Five of Swords, there are two main things that you're not seeing. The first thing is a sense of loss. So there may have been an important friendship, an important business relationship, or even a romantic relationship that kind of took a turn for the south. Now, when we have a loss in a relationship or a conflict, a lot of the times, like it's very easy when we've been hurt or wronged to blame the other person. But in any kind of relationship, whether it is business or personal, it takes two people to fight. So if you got betrayed, backstabbed, hurt, yes, that person did something wrong and needs to be corrected, but you cannot control other people. You can only control yourself. So what was it within you that attracted this into your experience? So for example, if you had someone who you really had a crush on and you've been trying to date and you have been really been putting yourself out there and just like really showing them the love that you would give someone if you were actually a couple and together, and then they're like, oh, well, I've been seeing people this whole time, like, I don't understand what you're talking about, like we're not exclusive, and it really broke you. Then one thing you can ask yourself is, okay, why did I choose to give all of that why did I choose to give girlfriend treatment on like a dating level? Or why did I give them wifey treatment when they only have the girlfriend subscription? You know what I mean? And then you can go in and start to take responsibility for your part in having this happen. Now, that doesn't mean that the other person is absolved of their own wrongdoings, but once you can learn and master that lesson of what this yucky situation has given you, then you can actually prevent it from happening again by enforcing those boundaries, creating new policies, and then being able to know, okay, that's the red flag that I need to watch out for. That's, whenever I see that, we run the other direction. Okay. The second thing that the Five of Swords really indicates about is procrastination. So if you have been, your mind has been on your money's been on your mind, you're creating your own business, you are, working tirelessly to get your record album out or whatever, or your book written, you got to stop procrastinating, right? Like make a commitment and follow through. A lot of the times, what separates the chosen ones and superstars from the regular people is the fact that number one, they chose to do it first, and they had the courage to complete whatever it was and put it out there for the world to have and enjoy. It will never, ever, ever be so perfect that you would never want to change a thing. There's always rooms for improvement. There's always things that you can change, augment, grow, improve upon. So the important thing is not that it has to be perfect in order to get it out, but that it is completed, right? You can always make new revisions, but you can't even get the book out there for people to buy or get the song out there for people to download if it's not done. So write the damn thing and then get it out there. You will feel so much more accomplished when you do. With the Devil card, this is really more about asking you to assess your limiting beliefs and what actual thought patterns you have about how to become a superstar and one of the chosen ones. Now, when this card comes up, a lot of people hate it, but I actually really like it because when you're able to look, quote unquote, the devil in the face and not be afraid of it and know that that the devil cannot take away your power unless you give it permission to, it's honestly one of the most liberating things that you can start to do for yourself. There are countless examples of how even if someone captures you and you're in a horrible relationship or you get put in prison, like Nelson Mandela, okay, like just as an example, but like even if someone tries to take away your money, your freedom, your whatever, they can never take away your self-worth and your gifts and what you have to bring to the table, right? Your own ability to know who you are and what you stand for and like your strength and perseverance and like how much you have been going through lifetimes of lifetimes and lifetimes to get to this incarnation where you have all of the skills in order to literally change this world for the better. This is nothing. So the whole idea that there are people attacking you and giving you evil eyes and doing black magic on you and like, people want to tear you down. Guess what? They cannot touch you because you're divinely protected. The only time that they can affect you is when you say, oh no, maybe I'm not divinely protected, and you're focusing on the fear of people attacking you. That's the only thing that is causing this to continue. So quit it with all of that and step into your identity of the divinely directed and protected superstar that you are. You are so special. Now, for the most important part, it is what do you need to do in order to fix this nonsense? And the answer is the sun. I literally had like 3 songs go through my head. So Tangled, her first song, if you've been watching Tangled at all, that might be a signifier that this is for you. The other song is from the theme song of Legally Blonde. It's the perfect day, nothing standing in my way. That song. So if you've been seeing Legally Blonde lately, that might be one. Or if you've been seeing a lot of Jennifer Coolidge's ads, that might be one. But this is really about you stepping into your full, true, authentic self, your best self on your best effing timeline, all right? Shining like the sun means to activate your solar plexus. So if you need to, eat yellow foods, use crystals like citrine and orange calcite, maybe some pyrite if you're looking for some abundance. This is really about shining your light. So speaking your truth, sharing what you're doing. Maybe it's about bringing your audience behind the scenes and showing them the process of how you write your book, create the song, do the painting, like etc., build the empire, become like, the best spiritual healer in all the lands. show them, right? Like, this is really, really, really important. The other thing with the Sun card is, for those of you who are still struggling with this, just like, oh, I can just snap my fingers and get into my best self. Like, if you're still feeling all that heaviness and that trauma that's coming up, this card is also reminding you that with every single cloud, every single storm, it is only an indicator that there is going to be a new dawn and a new day and a new life, and I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? Like, that also might be another sign, but you get what I mean, right? Like, good things are on their way. Good things are on their way. Then I finally asked, well, what is the possible outcome if, you know, you follow all of these these suggestions and guidance? And you're not going to believe what came out. I got first the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands is really great because this is all about taking that inspired action, especially from your soul, and making sure to embrace this brand new beginning, this whole new world, a whole new world. This is a whole new world. It's breakthroughs, it's personal growth, it's going forward with your new ideas and those inspired ideas that are coming from your soul that are exciting you, something that motivates you, something that you're exhilarated to wake up and like work on, like, and that you have so much energy for. This is all about manifesting your dreams into your reality. So actualizing what you want instead of just wishing that it'll come one day. This is also about planting your seeds for these goals to manifest. So especially since we're in a new moon in Pisces, that usually means new moons, new intentions. So set your intention, decide and declare and claim with every fiber of your being what it is that you want to do and you want to actualize in this Pisces season, right? And then just another added thing, like you may want to clear and cleanse your workspace and use crystals if you want to increase your success. Now, here's where it gets trippy. Then these two cards flew out of the deck, and they were the King of Pentacles, which I was like, oh, okay. So doing this, you're going to be able to be a master of making money, keeping money, creating generational wealth. I mean, like all of the things, which is such a good sign. But then the King of Wands came out, and I was like, oh, like I got this kind of like hit that for some of you, so not for all of you, but for some of you, this could be two lovers coming in, like two potential romantic soulmates coming in to fight for your love and affection. Now, that isn't going to indicate for everyone, but the other meaning of it is that you can really begin embodying the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So if that resonates more for you, then with the King of Pentacles, you're really going to be able to embody the identity of someone who is a worldly success, who is a superstar. I'm hearing like Taylor Swift, but even bigger. All right. So if you're a Swiftie, you know what I mean? Like you get it, right? Cult following, being able to manifest your goals with ease, being able to really create financial wealth and abundance, being grounded and loyal and patient. And you really have been able to master the art of money. You know how to bring projects to fruition. And it's really easy for you to do at this point because you have realized that with proper planning and methodical approach, success always follows you. Like money follows you wherever you go. Now, for the King of Wands, this is someone who has been through a lot of adversity and has really developed that resilience that allows you to be able to go through any kind of low point in the fluctuations of making those millions and billions, right? The King of Wands is someone who has vision, who is competent, who is a natural born leader, and who is also an entrepreneur. This is the identity where you have really been able to really embrace all of the wisdom that all of your life experiences have taught you and have actually applied that wisdom to your life. You have the foresight to be that visionary leader that paves the new way for everyone else to have this better life. So, with the King of Wands, this is indicating that you are ready to build a team of people to achieve your vision and goals. You are ready to next level your life and fully step into your position as a visionary leader. I mean, yes, can we claim this? Can I get an amen, please? The best part about this whole reading was the fact that if you heed this guidance and do this during Pisces season, the Three of Cups, you're going to have so much to celebrate with actual fulfilling friends and like superior support systems and perfect partnerships. And like I said, I mean, this is so wild because these two cards popped out together, but it's the Lovers card. So real true love, that soulmate connection. Again, if you're already hitched, then this is going to indicate your soulmate business partner. Or like, manager, agent, etc. But more so than that, this is really about you finally doing what you actually love and getting massively paid and compensated for it. And then the second card is the 10 of freaking Pentacles. So you will be able to build that legacy and have everything that you love and be able to create that generational wealth. But it's like these two cards coming together. I mean, like, your success and victory is guaranteed. That's what I'm trying to get through your head. I know that there are still voices inside telling you, like, I don't know, I wish it was true, like, but I don't see the evidence of it yet, etc., etc. And the universe is like, no, we are showing you. Ask us. Ask us. Show me how it gets better. Give me a sweet taste of what good things are to come and watch what the universe brings to you. Okay? Now let's pull some cards, some extra cards for some extra messages. All right. As if that wasn't enough. Okay. So yeah. So the Five of Pentacles. Please. Okay. The Five of Pentacles. There is still this feeling of lack that needs to be released, okay? Just because you made bad financial decisions in the past does not mean that you are going to make bad financial decisions in the future. You actually live in a very abundant world. You are actually much more abundant than you're giving yourself credit for. Somehow the rent always gets paid. The food gets on the table. Like you somehow manage to get what you need in order to survive. So now you take that and go, you know what? I do live in an abundant universe. I can always create more money, more friends, more love, more fun, more adventure. So I'm going to choose to look forward to the abundance that is coming my way. Does that make sense? So I'm just pulling from the Work Your Light deck real quick for that extra spiritual protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. So this is really, again, about protecting yourself. What I'm getting psychically is that you are so loving, you are so giving, you are so caring that you feel like you need other people to help you and to protect you. And it is important for you to create your community and to surround yourself and build your team with people that you trust. But that's the important thing. Build it with people that you actually effing trust. Like, do not fill these seats out of fear. Fill them only with people who deserve to be in your presence and who are actually going to be an asset to your empire moving forward. Not everybody is going to be at the top. You're not going to be able to bring everybody that comes with you, and that's okay. You need to understand that, yes, remember when I was talking about it earlier, there are going to be people who are hating on you and wishing, like, trying to manipulate you in order to get what you want and, like, trolls, etc. That comes with fame. Right? More eyeballs on you guarantees it's just statistically, mathematically like that there are going to be people who are not going to like you. But you do not need to let them into your inner circle. Create an inner sanctum, all right? Create an inner sanctum, a safe space where you feel 100% safe, where you can drop down your guard, you know who you can rely on, you know who you can go to, talk to in order to get the sage advice that you need, or to just make you laugh, or to heal you and soothe you and comfort you in the way that you deserve to be comforted, right? And then following that, of course, trust the niggle. So yeah, if you're feeling any kind of time, run the other direction. That is like clearly a sign that you're not in alignment with the person that you're talking to. It's so simple. We make it so much more difficult than it needs to be, right? Hold on one second. These cards got all... Okay. All right, let's get one more card. Give us, please, one... Okay, that was like 12. Hold on. All right, let's do that one more time. All right, give me one more card, please. They're like, have fun, be free, enjoy life more. Okay, this is nice. This is what you needed to hear. Just remember that you are divinely protected and watched over. There's this whole council of light that's really really working behind the wings, like on the higher realms, to make sure that you are in the limelight, to be that visionary leader that the world needs you to be. And while you may be selfishly still wanting that fame and success in order to have the validation that you are worthy and deserving of all the things that you desire, but this council of light is really just wanting to remind you that you are worthy and deserving of it, whether you're famous or not. You don't need 1 million followers like obsessed with you in order to have that stamp of approval that you're worthy of financial success and real true love. You can get those things whether you have 1 million followers or not, whether you have $1 million or not, whether you have, 1 million successes or not. That has nothing, those things are not a marker for your worth. You are worthy because you are. And the people who are the most worthy are the ones who have done the most self-work, like self-development work, and who understand and finally embody those spiritual lessons of the fact of learning who you are, how you operate, understanding that you are divinely perfect, that you're just here to evolve, not to you're not broken and need to be fixed. You're already perfect. You're just here to experience new things so that you can grow and go on more adventures, experience more exciting things, and be happy and free, right? But you're also here to make this world a better place, to help others because you love so unconditionally. You care so much about others. And I know for some of you, you are such a fierce protector of those who can't protect themselves. And that is a very noble character trait that you have. Don't ever lose it. You have to remember that fame and fortune and success and money, they don't change people. The people who abuse those powers, that's who they were before they had money. Does that make sense? People who are genuinely giving like you are, you're not going to abuse that power. so you can relieve yourself of that fear and be like, no, I'm a good person. I do good things with my money and fame and fortune and abundance and success. I share the wealth because I know that there's plenty to go around. I'm always here and present to give as much as I can give, to help as many people as I can help, and to inspire those others who are like me to also light the way for the generations to come. You are so powerful and necessary and impactful in this beautiful web and game that we're playing. So don't sell yourself short. You've got everything that it takes to succeed. I believe in you. The universe believes in you. Your spirit team believes in you. So now you just got to get your inner child and your ego on board, and we are like good to go, right? Like, yes, okay. And if you really, really need help with this, book a reading or a coaching session with me. I straight up direct channel your spirit team and the universe to figure out exactly what the source of your mental and emotional block is that's preventing you from getting to where you want to go. And we also delve into creating a practical action plan with systems and tools that work best for you at your specific point in your journey to get you to where you want to go. I love working with people on this intimate basis because it has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with you and your journey, your strengths, and what is going to help you the most get what you desire in order to live your happily ever after. So if you're interested, a link down below to book. Otherwise, like this video, give it a thumbs up if you found this helpful, comment below to claim all of this, and ask me any questions whatsoever. I love you to the moon and back, and there are going to be more videos like this to come. So stay tuned and click that subscribe button. Have a wonderful, magical new moon in Pisces, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!